The real reason Lemur delays everything. Everyone procrastinates sometimes, but no one does it quite like Lemur. He's not just a procrastinator. He's an artist, a master, an Olympic-level champion of delaying everything. But what if I told you that behind all this, there's a real reason, a deeper hidden truth about why Lemur always puts things off? Today, we're entering Lemur's mind. And trust me, once you understand his reason, you might understand yourself too. Lemur. I'm ready to start, but never starts. Lemur wakes up full of motivation. Today is the day. He's going to clean his room, finish his tasks, study, organize his entire life. But 10 minutes later, he's lying on the couch watching videos titled, How to Be Productive in 24 Hours. It's not laziness. It's not lack of ambition. It's something deeper. Overload. Lemur wants to do so many things at once that his brain literally freezes. His mind starts running a marathon before he even takes the first step, so he ends up doing nothing. The science behind the freeze. Scientists actually have a name for this. When a task feels too big, too scary, or too uncertain, the brain activates the same system used for danger and stress. It doesn't matter if it's a lion chasing you or a math assignment. The brain reacts in a very similar way. So what does it do? It looks for an escape, something quick, something easy, something that gives a little bit of dopamine. Scrolling, eating, watching videos, sleeping, or simply doing nothing. Lemur isn't running away from work. He's running away from a tiny fear, the fear of failing before he even begins, the secret perfectionism. Here's something nobody knows about Lemur. He's a perfectionist, not the organized desk, perfect handwriting kind of perfectionist, but the kind that wants everything to come out flawless, beautiful, impressive. And because of that, he doesn't start. In his mind, if he can't do it perfectly, there's no point doing it now. Maybe later, maybe tomorrow, maybe never. His perfectionism is so big that it becomes his biggest enemy, a giant shadow following him everywhere. The emotional spiral. Time passes, hours disappear, and then the moment comes. Guilt. Lemur looks at the clock and realizes he did nothing. He gets frustrated, sad, angry at himself. He promises, tomorrow will be different. Tomorrow I'll change. But when tomorrow arrives, the cycle repeats. Procrastination becomes a loop, a trap, a maze without an exit. He knows he's stuck, but he doesn't know how to escape. A deeper truth, the fear behind everything. Now we get to the real reason, the one hidden behind all the jokes and excuses. The truth is simple and uncomfortable. Lemur delays everything because he's scared. Scared to start, scared to fail, scared of not being good enough. Procrastination is his shield, his way of protecting himself from disappointment. It's easier to say I didn't try than to say I tried and I wasn't enough. And this fear is stronger than any task on his list. What's really happening in Lemur's mind? Inside Lemur's head, every task becomes bigger than it really is. A simple homework assignment becomes a giant mountain. Cleaning the room turns into a mission impossible. Sending a message becomes a whole emotional debate. His brain exaggerates everything, turning small challenges into massive battles. So he avoids them. Not because he's weak, but because his mind makes everything feel heavier than it actually is. The turning point. But something changes the day Lemur notices something important. Every time he finally starts a small thing, just a tiny step, he feels better. Not perfect, not transformed, just lighter. Starting gives him energy. Finishing gives him confidence. And he realizes something powerful. The fear wasn't in the task. The fear was in the beginning. The real message for Lemur and for you. So here's the real truth behind Lemur's procrastination. He isn't lazy. He isn't slow. He isn't irresponsible. He's human, just like all of us. His brain tries to protect him from failure, but ends up trapping him in inaction. But the escape exists, and it starts with the smallest possible step. 2 minutes, one tiny action, one simple movement forward. Because once you start, the fear loses power. So the next time Lemur, or you, feel that urge to delay everything, remember the truth. You're not fighting laziness. You're fighting fear. And the best way to win is to start, even if it's small, especially if it's small, because small steps build momentum,